she wasn't going to be the number one choice that Hannah Hampton was going to be.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why she chose that or why she said that, Serena, if that's what happened. But if that was the case, you can certainly understand Mary Earps thinking, well, I play in France, PSG. I don't really want to go to the Euros, much as I loved playing for England, if I'm just going to be number two, having been the number one for the
Mm.
last 2, 3 years, whatever. And let's face it, she was a very good goalkeeper. There's
She
no
was.
question. And she won prizes to that effect, didn't she? Being the
Yeah.
number one goalkeeper in some of these competitions.
Yeah.
So I can sort of understand that. Some might say, well, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. You fight to get your place back and all that stuff. But I do understand professional footballers, men and women, who shy away sometimes from saying, well, I know I'm a squad player, but actually last time in the tournament I didn't even get on at all. So I'm not sure there's any point in going if I'm not really going to be selected even as a sub sometimes. So I can understand that mentality, as well as someone who says, well, I don't care, I'm going to fight for my place, and if I get on for a few minutes, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So if that is the case with Mary Earps, that she was told, well, you're not going to be my number one goalkeeper now, that might sort of explain why she pulled away. It's a shame that she did, because it sort of gives a sense of a bit of an upset in the camp. So yeah, I think Hannah Hampton is a good goalkeeper. She's doing pretty well so far, I think. I don't know whether you'd say she was as good as or better than Mary Earps. I think they're probably both pretty similar in ability, and I trust Serena Wiegmann's judgment.
Yeah.
But having seen, I don't know whether you've seen some of the other games. I've seen a few of them,
Right.
and you see, some of the other teams like, France obviously looked pretty good to me. Apart from the first 15 minutes when we seemed to dominate it,
Yeah.
they are clearly a very good, quick, good technique side, a good football side. As are Spain, all the old usual suspects, really, and
Yeah.
Germany, I guess. And these are teams that ultimately we're going to have to be as good as if we are going to progress.
Yeah.
Now, of course, tonight we play the Netherlands, don't we? So,
Yeah.
and they looked pretty good as well. I just hope that our final table, doesn't end up as it is with France and the Netherlands, the top two, and us and Wales, the bottom two. But we have to face the possibility that that could be the case. I think England will have to play rather better tonight than they did on Saturday if we are going to, because the Netherlands, as I say, look pretty good. And I just didn't feel, I don't know whether the balance of the team was there. I think we had a vulnerability down both flanks, down both wings. No disrespect to Lucy Bronze or Jess Carter. They're both excellent players. But I just felt that, I don't know, that we were exploited by France down both sides, really. And we seemed to lack a bit of pace in
Yeah.
catching their wingers. So I actually thought Serena might change things at half time, because it was
Yeah.
clearly not working, apart
Yeah.
from that goal that perhaps should have been allowed, and that might have made a big difference.
It was,
But
mate.
it really wasn't working, and I was disappointed personally that she didn't make a change or two at half time, which I think was justified. But then again, when she brought on Ella Toon, who I think always manages to change things for the better. She was excellent. And the other new young woman who I've not seen before, I can't think of her name, but she came on right near the end, and she gave a real burst of energy into the team. Do you know who I'm... She gave a real burst of energy into the talking about. I can't think of her
Yeah,
name.
yeah, I can't remember her name, but I know what
She
you're
was
talking about.
very, very good. And you could
Yeah,
just sense, and she sort of energized the team. Maybe the team needed energizing a bit. So
yeah,
anyway, let's hope tonight they've tried to sort of put right some of the things that didn't work the other day, and that we're at it, as they say, tonight against the Netherlands. I hope so.
yeah,
It'd be a real shame if we should exit the tournament at this early stage, wouldn't it?
yeah. It's too early, isn't it? So predictions for the match tonight?
Uh, Predictions, okay. Well, I'm going to go not just wishful thinking, but on balance. I think on our day we can beat the Netherlands. So I will probably say 2-1 to England.
Yeah, I'd say 3-1 to England.
3-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Well, let's
yeah.
hope we're right. It'd be a real shame if we don't continue, if we don't progress.
Yeah, it would be, and the tournament would, you know, um, it would be uninteresting to me.
Hmm. I mean, maybe it
I,
was a shame as well. I know what you mean. We'd lose a
yeah,
bit of interest,
I
but it
would,
was a
yeah,
shame also that Millie Bright um, backed out, didn't she? Probably because of domestic circumstances.
yeah,
Because I think she's recently changed partner and things going on in her life. So, like everybody else, people can have issues in the background which totally affect what they're doing. But it's a shame nonetheless because she was always a very good defender. I would think she's quite formidable to come up against because she's got quite a big frame, and
yeah,
she doesn't. I don't get the impression she messes about. I mean, you won't easily get past Millie Bright.
yeah,
No disrespect to Williamson or certainly Greenwood. I mean, they're both very good players. I think Greenwood particularly is one of the best players in the team. She's consistent. She delivers beautiful passes, a bit like Kira Walsh on her day can do as well.
yeah,
And of course, Williamson is a good rock at the back there. But what I would say is, though, so many of our passes the other day were going astray, even from Williamson, and I think you know what we were underestimating was the desire of the
um,
French, the
yeah,
quickness, because they made the passes look like they were telegraphed. They were just too short, too soft.
yeah,
I don't think our players were doing much different, but they didn't read in many cases the fact that the French were going to be very quick to intercept
yeah,
a pass, and it made so many of our passes go straight to the French, and that
yeah,
is unusual for an England team, I think. So
yeah.
whether there was a